Hi, Professor Wainaina here, your 5 minutes teacher on education, childhood, youth, parenting, and all things school. Welcome. It is a common practice for parents to use house chores as punishment for their children. If you're doing this, please stop. Here's why. Using chores as punishment sets the stage for a distorted understanding of work and responsibility. Chores, at their core, should not be associated with punitive measures. Rather, they are vital components of everyday life, teaching accountability, cooperation, and the value of contributing to the collective good. When you use chores and position them as punishment, you warp your child's perception of work and responsibility, creating very unhealthy associations between work and punishment that will persist into adulthood. When you impose chores as a consequence for undesirable behavior, your child begins to associate work with a sense of wrongdoing. The child comes to believe that work is something to avoid, a negative outcome tied to mistakes or disobedience. The problem here is clear. Work should not be synonymous with punishment. But by using chores in this way, you condition your child to view tasks as cleaning, organizing, or assisting in household maintenance as something punitive, rather than as a natural, essential part of life and their contribution. Research has shown that intrinsic motivation, the internal drive to perform activities because they are inherently satisfying or necessary, plays a crucial role in how individuals engage with tasks. By turning chores into a punishment, you sabotage your opportunity for your child to develop intrinsic motivation towards work. Instead, the child's focus shifts towards the external consequences, avoiding punishment, rather than understanding the inherent value of contributing to the family unit or learning how to maintain a household. This mindset is not easily reversed. Over time, children raised with this punitive association with chores will avoid work altogether or engage with it begrudgingly with the least amount of effort necessary. Work, in all its forms, becomes an obstacle to be overcome, a source of frustration rather than fulfillment. The child who was taught that chores are a form of punishment will one day struggle with workplace responsibilities, viewing their professional duties through a similar negative lens. The likelihood of avoiding or resenting work in later life becomes all the more real. Isn't just about a reluctance to help around the house. This could set a precedent for how they approach every form of labor in the future, from academics to their career. It is therefore important that you frame chores as shared responsibilities. They should be a part of daily life, not something imposed only when a rule has been broken. Assigning chores appropriately based on age and capability and doing it consistently and outside of punishment becomes a way of for children to learn important life skills such as time management, planning, and perseverance without the baggage of negative reinforcement. So, how should you handle chores? Chores should be non-negotiable responsibilities that children learn to integrate into their routines, much like brushing their teeth or getting dressed. The expectation should not be that chores are used to punish when something has gone wrong. Instead, they are part of the fabric of daily life, much like any other responsibility. When children see work as something that everyone does rather than as a punishment to escape, they are more likely to approach it with a healthy mindset. Consider this. Imagine your child growing up with the belief that work is punishment. Every task at work or school becomes a reminder of their past misdeeds, reinforcing the idea that labor is a consequence of failure. Now imagine a different reality where your child sees work as an opportunity, a chance to grow, contribute, and learn. The difference is profound, and it all begins with how you frame the reality of chores. Chores as punishment warp reality, but work in its true form is the basis of human progress. Turn chores into a lesson about work and responsibility, not retribution, and you will find your child ready to embrace the demands of life with confidence and understanding. To punish your child with chores is to cripple them, to tie a huge stone to your child's future. Don't do it.